Hey, this is Chantel from Charlotte, North Carolina, and when I'm working long hours on the job, I'm locked into my boy DJ J Thrill on Global R&B Radio. He got the hits going.
You're in the mix on the Red Light Basement with your boy, DJ J Thrill.
Got out of a very disturbing comment. I was going through this creator's video who I follow, and she was just basically talking about how mothers we gonna stop this whole emotional incest thing, and I loved the way she presented it. Like, I mean, sis is right. I feel like moms who be out here like, oh, when there was no man to love me, God sent me my son. Therapy, that's what y'all need. Okay. But when I saw a mama in the comments saying, well, if he paying bills in your house and he take the trash out, he's the man of the house. Why do y'all want y'all sons to be the man of the house so bad? I'm gonna just leave it there because I really need that question answered.
Well, today, do you know what we're talking about right now? She just said it. Emotional incest. Aishah, this one about to get sticky. This one about to get a little sticky. I don't know what.
Sticky. What type of creator say?
So let's break down emotional incest. Emotional incest is also called covert incest, described as an unhealthy family dynamic where the parent relies on the child for emotional and practical advice and support. Aishah, your thoughts?
Let me tell y'all something. I know an adult man. I know adult men. I know adult man in particular, where his mother literally created her son to be the man that she wanted.
That she wanted.
And she.
Ooh, go ahead.
Okay, and not only is that disturbing, the grown adult man literally can't do nothing. She has a whole dedicated day. When she calls, everything is to stop. He can't even balance the difference between mom and child, and I'm an adult man and I got a woman. She pulls on him in such a way where it puts him back into this. It puts him back into like a child. Like it puts him back into a child's mode. You know what I'm saying? But it's not just him and his mom. I know a lot of single parents, and even not single parents, parents in general, where there is a dysfunction where you confide in your child and stuff that they don't even need to know about. You don't even
need to know about it. And so before you continue, that is the part that just seems weird. Now I don't want to just put it all on single mothers and their sons. No, I seen it with it's like that weird unhealthy dynamic. I don't think that you need to be seeking advice and comfort from your child. Now, as a family, yes, be happy in the love of a family, but all of your support comes from your child. I think that is very unhealthy, and we got a doctor that's going to talk a little bit further about this. So let's go ahead and talk to. I think her name is Dr. Martin, and she's gonna give her thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Oh, once again, emotional incest is a type of abuse where a parent looks to their child for some form of emotional support or advice in that nature. So it can be a son, it can be a daughter, or a non-gender conforming child. It does not have to be just a son. It's also referred to as covert incest. But overall, the basis is just an unhealthy family dynamic. So why is this such an issue? Well, when you treat a child like a partner or like a support system, you take away their freedom to be a child overall, the freedom to learn and grow without the added hindrance of like some aspects of significant responsibilities. Now, a child may feel like enamored and privileged by the fact that they're a confidant of their parent. However, this also leads to the child's needs being unmet, their mental well-being not being prioritized, because it's not your child's job to support you. It's not your child's job to make you happy. So like, what does this look like on the parent side?
Sounds familiar.
On the child side. So on the parent side, this may look more like you being overly clingy with your child and not allowing them to have the time to grow and spend time with others or doing other activities.
Like social skills.
Control the child
and development of the child.
Time with oversharing with your child about your relationships, even with your relationship with like their dad or anything, or their other parent. Asking them for advice, and then also lashing out at your child when they attempt to seek a more appropriate relationship with someone their own age or more appropriate boundaries. One of the big ways that I see this manifesting in adulthood is when a child develops an appropriate romantic relationship with a partner, and the parent in question is malicious and often attempts to like sabotage the relationship overall.
She cooking,
baby.
She's cooking.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you, Aisha. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm only gonna use single mothers and single, because I know that I think there are one. I know there are more single mothers than there are single fathers. If we look at statistics, I'm pretty sure, But I will say, people that I know, I get on when I had social media, I get on social media and I just see these, it's that boy mom thing. Hey, salute to your queen, you taking care of your kid. Salute to the king, the young king, for being there for his mama. But just think about the example. I hate to talk about it. Just Hilarious with her son back in the day. When she took that butt behind naked picture holding her son, he had his clothes on. I don't know the purpose of that. What the purpose of, I know she was trying to show off sexy, but at the same time, I would say an emotional, inappropriate tie to her son for the lack of presence of romantic whatever. Another aspect. Don't know if you ever heard of him. He's a new NFL quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He just came from the University of LSU. Now he plays for the Washington Commanders now.
Okay.
Now his mother gets a lot of praise because she keeps all of these little groupies away from him, right? But at the same time, so there was just a video that just popped out that Jaden Daniels, that Juju Watkins was sitting at a basketball game, and she sat next to Jaden Daniels. They chopping it up, right? And then next thing you know who at the basketball game, his mother came sitting right in the middle, because she looking at the camera. She's like, "No, I'm breaking all this ish up." Inappropriate relationship. He's a grown man now. Let him
handle his business.
Let him handle his business. I see all too often, even my homegirls online, the pictures that they take with their sons, it's like he got his arms wrapped around his mother, like
never.
And her butt towards his crotch, maybe not necessarily touching, but he's holding her from the back like her dude was supposed to do it. Looks crazy as hell.
It's disgusting. I am so sick and tired of seeing that. And I'm shocked, honestly, to see women of my age, in my age bracket, who do that. So where your mind at?
So you see this too?
Yes.
I just thought I was tripping.
No. I'm disgusted, because your son is your son. And if you need help with raising that boy, you better create a support group. You better get you a tribe.
It
angers me.
So when I leave the house, because military, when I go on deployment, Anthony Mackie just talked about this too on the podcast The Pivot. He just, I will tell my oldest son, he's 17. I'm like, hey man, you the man in the house right now. Now, does that mean that the sole responsibility, that everything that I bear on my shoulders relies on him? No. What I mean is, like, hey son, I'm not there. I need you to make sure that the doors are locked at night.
Yeah.
I need you to make sure that the alarm is set. I need you to make sure that the windows are locked. I don't expect you to be the protector of the house. I don't expect you to be the provider of the house while I'm gone. I expect you to assist your mother in holding things, and assist your mother, not be a helpmate. Assist your mother, bring the groceries in, because your mama shouldn't be doing that. Be a gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's different. Like that. Yep.
But I don't expect you to hold my responsibilities.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's my responsibility. I don't expect you to be me. But am I training you for the man?
Be a well-rounded man. Yeah.
Yes. So I will admit to that part. You know what I'm saying? I will admit to that part. But this emotional tie that is going on with that it's kind of.
But you know what? It's not just the mom and the son. Let's talk about the mom and the daughter.
Talk to me.
With the little girls around here shaking their tail feathers because they see that from their mom, and their mom confides in their daughter about relationships and circumstances and daddies and all of these things, where a little girl can't even be a little girl.
Yes.
That needs to be talked about. Where your little girl become your best friend. That needs to be talked about.
That emotional incest, that unhealthy dynamic.
That damaging part. A lot of times it cripples your little girl and she becomes a grown woman and she can't even decipher when it's time for her to be an adult.
I think, and I could be wrong, there is a level of, how do I put this? There's a level of sorrow coming from the child. Like they
feeling
feel
bad
sorry
for the parent. Yeah.
They feel sorry for you. They a level of slightly, probably when they grow up, and they probably want a level of resentment. Yes, that's exactly what
major, because now your grown adult daughter has to go to therapy because you jacked her ass up. There's a book out here called Mother Hurt. I think everybody should. I should have pulled it out. Ladies, and it's for women. Go read that book. Because you never realize how much damage your mama did until when you become a mama, or you get in a relationship, or you get married, or even you try to elevate in your career. It becomes damaging. And this is a conversation to be had.
So their parents will know if they are encroaching on the lines of emotional incest. Let me read a couple down. When a parent overshares details of a romantic relationship with their child, you shouldn't be telling your child that who you hunching with or what he or she did to you. Inappropriate. Y'all are not friends. When a parent discusses marital troubles in details with their child, my kids don't know anything about my marriage. And what marriage, I don't discuss that kind of stuff with them. And also, if you are divorced, you shouldn't be discussing the stuff that your now ex does. You know what I mean? That's just my thoughts. But all right, another thing: when a child is forced to give up age appropriate activities so that they can be present for their parents.
Can we just pause real quick with that? It be you be having mamas using their older children to be the parent to their younger kids.
Yep.
That is disgusting. That is hurtful. I can go down the line. And when I say be the parent, literally, your child don't go to school because you need your child to stay home with that child. You the parent. You the parent. Or that child can't elevate and grow in certain areas because you need him to take care of this. You the one laid down.
Now let me throw this one at you, because this one sounded crazy, but it actually makes sense. When I say it makes sense, I say I've seen it. When a parent is jealous of their child's friend or anything else that occupies the child's attention, because the attention is not on them. Parents. All right. When a parent doesn't give the child privacy or their own space. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't no privacy in my damn house. I ain't gonna lie. Because I will tell you that. All right, so I don't know about that one. I get where they're coming from, but I say when I don't give them privacy. When I said I'm gonna check your cell phone from time to time. I gotta make sure you ain't doing nothing crazy or sending nude pictures to little. I don't trust teenagers. I think
you ain't got no privacy. I'm paying for their cell phone. I'm sorry, player.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so when a parent vents to a child about trouble at work, and the last one is when a parent makes the child feel guilty when they aren't complying 100%. All right,
and they try to remind their child, like, that part, that one when they're not complying, they'll try to make their child feel guilty for, like, well, I had you, or I didn't give up. Like, you need a badge for being a parent. I ain't tell you lay down and have sex with my daddy, man.
And in that way, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But I'll just ladies, fellas, think about these things that we talked about, because this is a real thing. It's a real thing. And when we come back, I forgot, I'm gonna play a clip, but we're gonna keep it rolling. Global R&B 96.3 is the real deal in digital radio. We got more of your favorite hits coming up right after this.